Most bands and musicians don't fail because of talent. A lot of the times, what I find that's lacking are the people skills, is the communication. Pick up your phone. If somebody is contacting you, respond to the email, respond to the text right away. When you get it, when you see it, respond. And if you can't because you're busy doing something, make a note for yourself. People that are hiring want people that are responsive. They want people that are conscientious. They want people that are responsible. So the most important thing is that communication. Also, the way that you communicate. So a lot of the times you might get asked for a gig and you might say to yourself, well, you know what? This situation doesn't work for me. No situation is going to be ideal, but you're going to learn, you're going to grow, and you're going to work, you're going to earn money. And I would say for a lot of people, they fail because they're too stuck in their own ways. They just want everything handed to them. Listen, I want to put this out there, and this isn't to offend anybody, but it should be out there. You're not there to be served. You're there to be of service. You're there to be a contributor. How do you do that? You show up on time or early. You ask, hey, is there anything I can do? What do you need? You stay late. Can I help pack up? Can I help with anything? Is there anything more that I can do? The one question that I can tell you is probably gold is to say this: what can I do that's going to help this band or this company get farther along? I will tell you this. You ask this question, and anybody that's hiring, any band leader, any business owner, their ears are going to perk up and they're going to go, wow, that's really fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, can you do this? Can you do that? And often there's small shifts. You're going to be at the gig anyway. Make those small shifts. Put in the work, because if you put in the work and if you're there of being of service and not thinking that I'm here to be served and I need this and you got to provide that for me and stuff like that, you're going to find yourself without a gig really fast. But if you're there for service, you know what's going to happen, and it'll happen really quickly. You won't have to ask for a bump in wage. You won't have to ask for more money. You know what'll happen? You will become so indispensable that the company or the band leader will say, you know what? You were really doing a lot of stuff. We're going to bump up your wage. I've done this to people because I thought, well, they're not asking for more money. They're bringing a lot of value to the whole structure, to the whole system. And I want to keep this person around. So I'm going to bump their pay. Now, the bump of the pay is really depending on the company. Not every company can bump up like a Google or a Microsoft. Maybe you're not at that level of company. So give these bands and these companies a little bit of leeway here, okay? Understand that where they are in the growth, but have that open communication, that dialogue. Is there a path forward for success? For some people, the success is all about the better gigs. I want to be in a better gig, maybe playing to celebrities, maybe a more luxury event. To them, that's what success is. And if that's what success is, notice when you're offered the gig. So if you're offered a gig and it's a nice country club, or if it's a big event, a big private event, then go to that gig. And, you can't go to that gig and say, well, it's a private event, I want to be making more. But if that's success to you, then you're successful. And now that are getting there. If it's to make more money, you have to be of service. You have to say, I want to be making more. So what more can I do to add value to the whole system? And I promise you that's going to help. The other thing that I think people fail, why people fail, is they don't ask. They're afraid to ask. They think that everything should be offered to them. Have a conversation with the person that's hiring you and say, listen, this is where I want to be in a year or 6 months, or this is what I want to do. And then the band leader or the company will try you out on that. But just understand, you're going to get feedback. Sometimes people think that they are, a lot better than maybe what they are. And it might be so that you're good at what you know and what you've studied and what you're familiar with and what you've been playing for a long time, because now it's embedded in you and ingrained in you and you know it like the back of your hand. But often it's the new stuff that you try that will really be telling. That will tell the company, the band leader, hey, listen, they can really roll with this. Even as a band, if you're hired for a gig and you get thrown a few curveballs, take on the challenge, figure out the problem, take on the curveballs, and then go ahead and you should be good to go from there on in. And whatever you don't know, you learn, perfect it as you go. Remember this one important thing. You don't learn from the success. You learn from the failures. And the failures are the lessons. So wherever you failed before, whatever didn't work out, correct those things. And then you will have success coming to you from left and right. You won't even know where it came from. It'll hit you from all ends. If you like this channel and you find the information helpful, please go ahead and like and subscribe and leave your comments below.